Hello, everybody. I do hope you're having a wonderful day and everything's going well. This is going to be part one of the pipeline testing video. What I'm going to be talking about today in this video is the pipeline testing. So, one of the many things what I looked up was the testing requirements for the pipeline and the kind of testing that they do while managing the pipeline and under use, and well underneath construction as well, actually. So if we're going to say make sure we're going to be correct, we might as well make sure that we're going to be 100% correct. So what I ended up finding was it's kind of interesting, to be honest. I'm kind of waving around here, looking down at my book. There was quite a few methods of the testing. Actually, it's kind of interesting in the department that more than I thought. I always figured there'd be visual and some kind of sonar testing, but there's actually a lot more invasive testing. Got the elbow going backwards for some reason here, and I don't know why. There we go. Fix the elbow. Anyway, elbow broken. But disregarding that, let's get into the idea. So pipeline itself is actually a little bit more efficient than I thought. I was kind of going in with a biased thought thinking that with all the news and everything else like that with the pipeline, that the pipelines themselves are going to have a lot more issues than what they actually do. In future videos, what I'll be doing is bringing forth the concept that a lot of it is either environmental or the third party, which third party is actually humans causing these issues. So whether it's destruction, whether it's mismanagement, whether it's the pipeline not being tested appropriately, there is a lot of things that could actually go wrong. But anyway, continue on. So the testing itself is the initial inspection is done with a smart pig. These smart pigs are pretty cool, actually. So what ended up happening is you got this pig, this plug that goes inside of the tube, and what it does, it gets pushed in one end and it gets pushed all the way through and it comes way out the far end, and when it comes at the far end, it is testing along the lines of that tube the density of the metal, checking for tooling damage, cracks, anything that is actually potentially worse for the oh my god, worse for the wear than you could possibly know with a camera or anything else like that, as this uses greater technology than what the visual cues can actually offer. So the second one was the ultrasonic tools. This is where I thought was actually a little bit more than I thought it was going to be part of. So what they ended up doing is they go through the pipe and they detect metal loss or any other issues regarding paraffin, which comes through from the oil and everything else. And with you always get the smart pig first, but the sonar testing, oh my god, why is my guy blinking? And he's stuck. There we go. But anyway, oh god, broken arm. But the paraffin in that causes wear on the internal components of the pipeline, as there's a crap ton of sensors and everything else that is going along with the pipes, so they can tell if there is going to be, you're looking at your window over here one day, and then all of a sudden you see people dying everywhere. But that is highly reduced with the amount of pressure and everything else that's inside that pipeline. You won't have to worry about any lovely books getting covered in oil. But anyway, continuing on. The shear wave ultrasonic test, they are actually also known as centrifugal testing. It's used in the most non-destructive way for the longitudinal fractures. So that's fractures that are presented in the pipeline going along it, I guess the best way you could say it, in the length. So it's longitudinal, it's length. The length of the pipe. But what ends up happening there is it's actually distinguishing the issues that might happen with pressure over time, it flexing in the pipe. So say if there's an earthquake or something like that and the land shifts and you get some rumbling going up and down, up and down. Well, this pipeline, you don't want to make sure there's any cracks in it, so what it does is it uses this longitudinal, I can't even say the damn word still, but that's alright. So anyway, the length of the pipe, they check it out and they make sure that it's all good. But anyway, on to the next part. The hydrostatic testing is usually for it's used underneath oh my god, the word, underneath construction. So hydrostatic testing is where you just grab, a shit ton of water. The same stuff that you use for watering this plant over here, right? This guy over here. Yeah, that guy right there. This guy right over here. So say you got one of those plants. Well, what you're gonna do is you can take out the water. Then you have one of those, and you're gonna fill this pipe. And when you fill the pipe, you're gonna fill it all the way down and all the way back. And when you fill that pipe, you're going to put a whole bunch of pressure in it, and you're going to monitor that over days, possibly weeks. And if you see any pressure going up, going down for some reason, and you would have sensors that would be able to tell along the line where the leak is occurring while underneath construction. Now, the other tech that we're using is obviously the visual cues. They have cameras and everything that they throw down in that pipe, and they say, hey, let's check this out, what's going on, and then they make sure that there's no visual cracks, things like that. And there actually is rules and stipulations for the person who actually creates the pipe itself and welds the pipe together. They're actually underneath stipulations that if anything goes wrong, it falls on them, which is a lot. That's where you would have to say that, wow, there is a lot. So when you hear a lot on the news, it seems like there isn't much going on when it comes to the actual testing, but really there's a shit ton. There is quite a bit of testing that's going on to prevent any leaks that's happening. Now, this is just the pipeline, and this is just the initial testing, like I said. The source for this information will be in the description, but it's actually underneath the antrassembly.ca.gov. So there's the Canadian Pipeline Manufacturing, Canadian Pipeline testing and information resource that they used. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good day. Learn a little bit more about that pipeline. I'm going to be doing another video here shortly about the shipping. The shipping testing, what they actually do to test the tankers themselves, because we're not going to have everything all together when it comes to the, what do you call it there, the barrels. Yeah, that's going to be a different topic in a different sense. But the pipeline testing, as quickly as I went over that, there is extensive amount that actually goes inside of this pipeline. We're moving all over the place here, but you know what, still getting used to the idea of these puppets. But yeah, the pipeline itself is actually pretty heavily tested. I gotta say, it's a little bit more than I figured. There's going to be a lot more technology in it than I thought there was. But anyway, I hope everybody has yourselves a great afternoon. I will be back in a bit talking about different things, and possibly going over the shipping for the boat shipping. But take care, everybody. Thank you again. Leave a like, leave a comment of something else like you would like me to investigate that seems a little bit misconstrued by either media or standard information. I'd be more than happy to look into it. Coming along after the boat safety as well, we'll be talking about the ecological destructive values of each shipping method. And after that, we'll be looking at the percentage values of what is greater when it comes to loss, what is greater coming through preventable loss. So say there was accidents or things like that, third party issues when it comes to the pipeline itself, so the human interaction, maybe earthquakes, things like that. But I hope everybody has yourselves a great day. Leave a like. I hope you, it's kind of a weird video, but you know what, if you want to know a little bit about pipelines and I was kind of curious about it, here you go. Have yourselves a great day. Bye for now, and I'll be working on more animation. You guys take care of yourselves. Have a lovely day. Thank you again, and bye for now.